Along with the development of technology and information, Universitas Terbuka provides the best services for its students. UT presents one of the superior applications called MyUT. MyUT application is here to make it easier for students to get various information related to learning processes. MyUT application has implemented single sign-on technology, or SSO. This application is an authentication service system to assist students in signing into a site or application. With this new system, students only need to sign in with an Office 365 account to enter various applications at once. Students can see personal dashboards through MyUT, including student data and academic development. In this scenario, students will have access to their payment status and a record of their courses. Additionally, they will also be able to access the following features: announcement and academic calendar, relevant information that can easily be accessed from WhatsApp and students' email, easy payment because it has implemented cash and card payment processor or 2C2P technology. Another facility MyUT offers is that students can directly enter online tutorial pages, webinar tutorials, and practicum practices without signing into their respective applications. Likewise, with other services such as registration, teaching materials, examinations, student activities, and graduation, students only need to select the desired services and will automatically enter the desired application. It is also equipped with a chatbot feature to make it easier for students to support their learning process. MyUT also offers other
Recording in
benefits
progress.
to students, including assistance to students in finding exam locations through the Examination Participant Card feature, which seamlessly integrates with exam location maps specific to each UT regional office. The website-based and mobile-based MyUT make it easier for students to get services anywhere and anytime.
The Asian Association of Open University proudly presents the Book of Open and Distant Education in Asia. Good practices from AAOU members. This book was collaboratively written by 8 members of AAOU. Korea National Open University. Open University Malaysia. Sukhothai Thammasat Open University. The Open University of China. The Open University of Japan. The Open University of Sri Lanka. University of the Philippines Open University. And Universitas Terbuka.
The
Asian community has long placed a high value on education. Education has always been seen as the catalyst for social welfare, upward social mobility, as well as human well-being. And nowadays, Asia has emerged as the major distance education providers as well as beneficiaries.
Dear colleagues, this book of Open and Distant Education, or ODE in Asia, is an important contribution from AAOU members and dedicated to the global ODA field. It will be continued in subsequent series and is anticipated to enrich references to ODE practices.
Welcome to the Asian Association Open Universities Conference at Allama Iqbal Open University. Pakistan is a land of rich panorama. It has marvelous diversity in culture. Stunning Himalayas and gushing waters constitute the geographic splendor of the land. Islamabad is one such place of beauty, and the Allama Iqbal Open University is located at the heart of the city. The Allama Iqbal Open University was founded in 1974 to open fresh avenues in the lives of people through distance education. Only in a couple of decades, the globe became a replica of the system. Today, open universities operate in the world. Being a pioneer institution in Asia, the Allama Iqbal Open University hosted the Asian Association Open Universities Conference. And now we earnestly prepare to wish all of you a warm welcome again. Every possible measure is being taken to make the international event constructive and comfortable. The conference website has been developed to facilitate registration, queries, and contact. Wi-Fi system is available in the campus for continuous communications. Central Library and Digital Library services will also be available for consultation and reference. To make your stay more comfortable, arrangements are being made in the hotels of international chains. You will be served with a variety of foods, especially the Oriental foods, with a blend of spices that will add to your taste. Visits to sites of cultural heritage would make a part of exciting tourism. Domestic handicrafts and products will be your shopping content for family and friends. The Allama Iqbal Open University is making all-out efforts to groom technology-oriented human resource through information and communication technology. Electronic and cyber communication formats are applied in teaching methodology. High-tech electronic software is produced in the Institute of Education Technology. These radio and television programs support the academic content of the university courses. The Center for Instructional Design has recently been established to develop electronic courseware for various programs. The student-centered arrangements also include campus radio, online learning, and educational television. Print materials like books, study guides sent by mail, tutorial instructions, face-to-face sessions in clusters of sciences and laboratories, group training workshops, faculties, and academic program. 35 academic departments of 4 faculties offer 104 programs of studies ranging from secondary level programs to research-based MPhil and PhD programs. The Allama Iqbal Open University ranks among mega universities in the world. We firmly believe in sharing experiences to innovate new structures in distance education. Together, we can enrich the existing practices and explore viable possibilities in education of technology, engineering, agriculture, and medical sciences in open distance learning framework.
Very good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to all participants. My name is Rahmat Budiman, the Secretary General of the Asian Associations of Open Universities. And I would like to welcome you all to the AAOU Lecture Series, the second, A Roadmap to Successful Publication, 20 March 2024, Jakarta time. And today's topic is choosing a research topic. My dear participants, I would like to remind you that this program is dedicated especially for those who are pursuing master's and doctoral degree programs in the early stage or in the middle of stage while they are composing or writing final assignment, thesis or dissertation. And also this program is also suitable for bachelor degree programs for you who are composing or writing or completing your thesis, or in Indonesia it's called skripsi. We are fortunate that today, based on the registration, there are more than 750 participants, and also some are watching through our YouTube channel. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, I would like to invite the President of the AAOU, Professor Ojat Tarojat, MBus PhD, to deliver the opening remark. Professor Ojat, the screen and time is yours.
Hi, good afternoon, my dearest AAOU members and friends. Pleasure for me to meet you all again today on the second episode of AAOU Lecture Series 2024. As I mentioned in the previous episode, AAOU aims to share and provide unlimited insight and knowledge, particularly in the educational context of online and distance learning. Therefore, we are here again today, ready to make your day productive with our fruitful knowledge sharing sessions. Stepping forward from understanding educational research paradigm and its current issue last month, we are now walking toward the next step, which is choosing a research topic. As a researcher, the topic you choose will influence your research directions, scope, methods, and approaches. This is another important key for you to produce promising academic writing. Today, I am pleased to welcome our invited speakers who come from different backgrounds to contribute to sharing their expertise with all of us. First, please welcome Professor M.O. Raufu, the Dean of the Faculty of Liberal Arts and Sciences at International Open University, Gambia. Hello, a very good morning to you, Prof. Raufu. It must be very early in Africa right now.
Yes.
Thank you for taking the time and effort to be the keynote speaker in our lecture today. Second, keynote speakers, I am pleased to welcome Professor Dr. Mehmet Firat from Faculty of Education at Anadolu University, Turkey. Good morning, Dr. Mehmet, and thank you for accepting our invitations. Lovely to see you today. And I would like to warmly welcome our moderator today, Dr. Yasodhara Katir Gama Tambi, the senior lecturer from the Open University of Sri Lanka. Good afternoon, Dr. Yasodhara. Thank you very much for accepting our invitations. We trust you to manage the sessions to be fruitful and smooth today. Finally, I thank you all very much once again for always maintaining your spirit of knowledge crafting high. Thank you for being a part of AAOU. Always remember one thing, that the beginning of knowledge is the discovery of something we do not understand. This is the right time for you to inquire what you need to. So, keep yourself actively engaged and enjoy the lecture. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. President. Thank you so much for the opening remarks. And now, ladies and gentlemen, before we continue to the keynote speakers, I would like to introduce first our moderator. Our moderator today is Dr. Yasodhara Katir Gama Tambi, a senior lecturer at the Open University of Sri Lanka, or OUSL, holding an LLB from the University of Colombo and LLM and PhD from the National Law School of India University. Specializing in human rights law, she has extensive research experience and has introduced a certificate course on migration law and policy in the OUSL. Dr. Katir Gama Tambi has been with the Department of Legal Studies since 2002, teaching administrative law, human rights law, and other related subjects. Dr. Katir Gama Tambi served as the head of the department from 2010 to 2013 and 2015 and to 2016. She has presented and published research papers nationally and internationally on various human rights topics, including rights of people of Indian origin, public administration, right to education, women's rights, refugee and migrant rights. Beside her academic work, she is an active human rights activist in Sri Lanka, engaging with issues concerning people of Indian origin, and has collaborated with various organizations and government bodies on human rights initiatives. She is also the founding editor-in-chief of the Sri Lanka Journal of Legal Studies. It is very pleasure, Dr. Yasodhara, to meet you. And for your information that Universitas Terbuka and Open University of Sri Lanka has a very tight relationship. Previously, we communicate intensively with the former rector of the OUSL, Professor
Professor Arya Durai.
Arya Durai, yeah. I forget his first name. Anbahai Arya Durai. And also once I met Professor Sironika.
Yes.
It is nice. It's always nice to meet people from the University of Sri Lanka. Dr. Yasodhara, the screen and time will be yours. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dr. Rahmat Budiman, for the nice introduction. As he mentioned, I'm Dr. Yashodhara, attached to the Department of Legal Studies, Open University of Sri Lanka. Good morning and good afternoon, because the time zones are different, everyone. I am honored and privileged to be a moderator of this lecture series the important topic, how to choose a research topic. It is a pleasure to welcome all of you for today's event. I think we have an exciting lineup of speakers and discussion ahead. So let's dive right in. Now, I would like to read the regulations of this lecture series. You can see in the screen, send your questions in the following format: name, institution, country, then intended speaker. So there is an example given, so you can see. You should follow the same way. Before the speaker answers to your questions will be read in advance by the moderator, that's me, once it is displayed on the screen. And the speaker may answer afterwards. Requisites of getting the certificate. Number 1, filling out the registration form in advance. Number 2, following the whole program. Number 3, filling out the feedback form. The link will be shared after the program. Now, it's with great pleasure that I introduce the first speaker of today's lecture is Professor Raufu. Professor M.O. Raufu had his BSc and MSc in Agricultural Economics, University of Ibadan, Nigeria in the year 1995 and 1998 respectively. He bagged his PhD in 2008 and Ladoko Akintolo University of Technology, Ogbobumoso, Nigeria, where he is a full professor of agricultural economics with 20 years of academic experience. He was a member of Faculty Journal and Postgraduate Thesis Vetting Committee, Secretary, Quality Assurance Committee, University of Swaziland. He is also the Chairman, Departmental Postgraduate Committee 21 to till date. A member of the University Senate LawTech, Ogbobusu, Nigeria, and International Open University, Gambia, 2017 to date. And 2019 till date, respectively. He is the Program Coordinator for Agricultural Economics, LawTech Open and Distance Learning Center, LODLC, as well as the Dean Faculty of Arts and Library Sciences, International Open University, the Gambia, 2022 till date. He has supervised over 100 undergraduate students and 28 postgraduate students, both locally and internationally, and published over 60 journal articles in impact factor journals, locally and internationally. His research focus in the area of agricultural production economics, indicated in his general pool of knowledge on empirical and quantitative studies in the field of agriculture production economics. He critically assesses the contributory factors to the low productivity of resource use and identifies from research findings ways for their improvements towards increasing agricultural production. These are achieved by establishing the need for transference of technology between countries in Africa for enhancement of agricultural productivity. With this introduction, now let me invite Professor Raufu to make his presentation. Professor Raufu, the screen is yours. Thank you.
Thanks so much. As it has been said, good morning, good afternoon, good evening to everyone. I'm very pleased to be here. and the president, Professor Daroja, the host, the moderator, students, researchers, colleagues, ladies and gentlemen. And standing on the existing protocol, I'm going to present choosing a research topic. And I believe at the end of the day, we'll be able to grab one or two things from this. To start with, these are the contents of the presentation. What is a research topic? Purpose of a research topic? Common mistakes in selecting a research topic? Steps in developing a research topic? And examples of good research topics. I think you can see my slides, my screen. Can you see it?
Yes, clearly.
Okay, thanks so much. We all know that research is to investigate, to experiment, and in a single word, it is scrutinizing, it is examining, and it is investigating. Therefore, a research topic represents the main focus or topic of a research paper or academic dissertation. That is the reason why it is a concise and informative summary of the study's subject matter, so that immediately they set their eyes on the research topic, your reader can have the background of what is likely to be in the content of that research or that thesis or dissertation. The topic gives readers an idea of what to expect from the research. A well-crafted research topic should therefore be clear, specific, and reflective of the research content and objectives. It is usually the one that is being placed on the cover page and mentioned in the introductory sections of the research thesis or dissertation. And it should be chosen carefully to accurately reflect the scope and purpose of the research. As said when the president was giving his such speech, that your research topic will give the idea of what methodology you are likely to use, what are the data you are likely to collect to be able to achieve what you said you want to achieve, or what analytical tools are you likely to use that is going to find answers to your research questions at the end of the day. And you know, there are lots of researches along your chosen interest or your area of specializations. So the readers are always interested in a topic that will be engaging and it will be interesting. So the research topic creates interest in your readers. Purpose or purposes of a research topic. Informing readers. The research topic informs readers about research subject matter and central themes. It gives them a quick understanding of the study scopes and what to expect from the document as said. Conveying the research topic. The topic succinctly summarizes the main topic, allowing potential readers to quickly identify whether the studies align with their interest or research need, particularly when they are doing their own literature review and they are going through relevant topics in that area. Also, it aids discoverability. An appropriately chosen topic with relevant keywords makes the research more discoverable in academic databases, search engines, and the libraries. Also, setting the tone. The topic you chose can set the tone and create interest in the research. A well-crafted title can pique readers' curiosity and encourage them to read further. Also, among the purpose of a research topic is establishing originality. A unique and creative topic, different from what people have been reading or point in such a way that shows new things will be done with this research can easily convey the originality and innovative nature of your research, attracting attention within the academic community. A carefully crafted topic reflects the core findings, objectives, or contributions of the study, giving readers an insight into the research content. So therefore, it reflects the research content. And in terms of citations and referencing, okay, the topic becomes a crucial reference point when citing or referencing the research in academic works, facilitating proper acknowledgement and attribution. Finally, on this aspect, it enhances communication. A clear and informative topic allows researchers to share their work efficiently in conferences, seminars, and academic forums. But there are some mistakes people do make, or students do make, or researchers do make when they are selecting a research topic. Okay? These are some common mistakes that students or researchers often make when selecting a research topic, and it will be given with some examples just to be able to buttress it further. Number one, choosing an overly broad topic. A topic that is too broad can make it difficult for readers to understand the specific focus of your research, because they won't know whether you are there or here because you are not specific. Look at this example, a topic that reads climate change and its impact. Climate change and its impact. Looking at this topic, you will see that it is not saying specifically which aspect of climate change is it focusing and impact on what, on which aspect of life. There are different areas that climate change can impact life. Which one is this particular researchers is interested in? That is one. Another one is choosing or using topic with technical jargons or complex language. Know for sure that your work will be read across board. This is the world of collaborations, whereby those in humanity will be collaborating with those in social sciences, in medicine, in arts, in agricultural sciences. We do collaborate. And also, there are some people that may want to read your work to be able to just get general information. So they are not in your area of specialization. So avoid technical jargons. Where your research is scholarly, the title should be understandable to a wider audience, not just specialists in your area. Take, for example, the research topic that reads an examination of epigenetic modulations in zebrafish embryo post-oxidative stress exposure. Definitely somebody like me that is not in that field will say, what is this saying? What is all these jargons that are there? I can easily be put off. And at the end of the day, we just have little readers. People that recite your work will be so few. And the intention for you going to that research is to reach as many people as possible within your field and outside your fields. Also, using a misleading topic. People will be reading one thing, and when they get into the body of your work, they are reading another thing. Your topic should accurately reflect the contents of your thesis. Take, for example, topics that read exploring the depths of the ocean for a thesis about the impact of water pollution on marine life. Okay, you are not saying from that topic that you are looking at the marine life aspect, okay? And you focus on water pollution. Water pollution is not even there in the topic. That is what you are working on. So avoid using a misleading topic. Also, selecting a topic that it's just too lengthy. In fact, many universities will give you the maximum word count. Should not be more than 25 words, should not be more than 20 words. When they count every word that are there, just to prevent too lengthy topic. Where your topic should be descriptive, it should also be concise. You have to marry the two together to be concise and not to be too lengthy. Look at this example of a topic: an extensive and comprehensive analysis of the various factors that influence the impact of climate change on the agricultural production in the southern region of Spain. Whereas these lengthy topics can easily be reframed to have little word counts, like impact of climate change on agricultural production in southern Spain. Compare the two. You see, one is too lengthy and can easily put someone off compared to that last one. And they are connoting the same thing. So always avoid too lengthy topic. Another mistake is choosing a topic unrelated to the research question or objectives. Know for sure that immediately you start your research from your chapter 1, let's use that one as an example, from the introduction, the background of the study, there should never be a disconnect from there till your summary, conclusion, and recommendation parts. If there's any disconnect, then your research is faulty. Right from the research topic, it should be well chosen, so that when you are bringing forth your research questions, the questions your research is expected to provide solutions to, as well as the objectives that will come from that research question or from those research questions, they should be related to the topic you have chosen. The topic should align with your research questions, objectives, and the content of your thesis. For example, using the title, Effect of Social Media on Teenagers. Effect on social media on teenagers. Let's use this title to be able to, as an example for that one, effect of social media on teenagers, so that others can flow like that. What are the steps in developing a research topic? Steps in developing a research topic. Number 1, choose a broad research area, okay, in your area of interest. Just pick to go through Sustainable Development Goal, the SDG. Okay, there are some Goal 1, Goal 2, Goal 3, Goal 4, Goal 5. Make sure that you just look through this Sustainable Development Goal, 1, 2, 3, or 4 of the goals. Okay, just ink it on them. For example, start by identifying the general field of study that interests you. This will serve as the foundation of your research topic. Example like broad area can be area of psychology and mental health. You are interested in psychology and mental health. That's a broad area. From this broad area, narrow it down now to have a focus. Refine your broad area into a specific topic or research questions you wish to explore. For example, it can be the impact of mindfulness meditation on anxiety levels in college students. You can see this has been narrowed down from the broad topic on research and mental health. The topic is focusing on psychology and as well as on mental health. Because when we are talking of mindfulness meditation and anxiety, we are talking about mental health and the area of psychology. So from the broad research area, you have narrowed it down to a particular corner of meditation and anxiety among college students. After that, you should now conduct a preliminary literature review. Preliminary literature review. It's so funny that you think that literature review is in chapter 2. Okay, if you started with introduction, but no, you should start reviewing literatures immediately you have an area of interest you want to research on. You continue to review literatures until the end of the work. Why should you review literatures? You are not the first person in that field that you conduct such a research. People have been conducting research. You are not trying to look at the gaps in previous works so that you can be relevant in that field, that this is where I'm now coming in as a scholar to be able to fit into that. So from past works, you review them, you now look for the gaps from where you now draw your statement of research problems, and you can now start working. So you know where you are working on from literatures. So literature review is very, very important. Immediately you think of a topic you want to do. Investigate existing research to identify gaps in the literature and determine the relevance of own chosen topic. Take, for example, on that meditation and mindfulness, you can review previous studies that shows promising results regarding mindfulness meditation's effect on anxiety in various populations. But there is limited research on its impact specifically in college students because you have revealed a lot. People have worked on, on mindfulness meditation's effect, and they have examined it on different population setup, but you find no work or very few work of such work done among college students. So you are coming in through that. That is where your topic now comes in on college students. After you have reviewed literature, the next thing is that you have to define the research objectives so that you can always be in tune, connected with your research topic. Clearly outline the goals and objectives of the study to guide your research process. For example, with that topic of mindfulness meditation effect, you can just bring some objectives, like want to assess the baseline anxiety levels among college students, to implement the mindfulness meditation intervention, and to measure changes in anxiety level post-intervention. You can see these objectives are well in tune with the research topic. So not just having a research topic that is concise, purposeful, specific is not enough, but for you to be able to draw out some objectives from that. After you have done that, still to be in line with your research topic, you should not even stop there. You should now bring forth some research questions from those objectives that you have coined from your research topic. Formulate a working research statement. Develop a preliminary research statement that conveys your research main argument or hypothesis. For example, working research statement like mindfulness meditation is an effective intervention for reducing anxiety levels in college students. That forms a good working research statement from those objectives that you have coined out of your research topic. Because of time factor, time is going very fast. Let us look at some my other points, about 4 more quickly. Make your topic to be concise and specific as said. Craft a clear and concise topic that reflects the essence of research without being too lengthy. Your final topic now can be mindfulness meditation, a proven anxiety reduction strategy for college students. You can see from broad to narrowing it down, now to make it concise and specific. After that, review and seek feedback. That is why fora like this organized by AAOU, we should always be attending such, where you can collaborate, where you can have some emails of some people in that your field, and you work with your supervisors or with your colleagues, with your senior colleagues, for them to give you feedback. Review your topic for clarity and coherence, and seek feedback from peers or advisors to ensure it effectively represents your research. Let's see a few examples of good research topic. In the area of environmental science, you can have topic that reads, assessing the impact of plastic waste on marine life. We can see impact of what? Marine waste. That's a variable. On what? The dependent variable, marine life. I even set a case study so that it will not be too bogus, too much for you to be able to cover at the end of the day, because you may have very good topic, but you're able to handle it. Your donor agent, if you have, may not have such funds. So they'll be asking you, we can't fund this. So you should always be thinking of managing whatever you want to do, and it should reflect in your topic. So for this, now say a case study of Great Barrier Reef. That is the case study one. In the area of computer science, we're thinking of utilizing machine learning algorithm for early detection of Parkinson's diseases. There are a lot of use of machine learning algorithm, but you want to engage on early detection of Parkinson's diseases. So it makes it concise and makes it focus. In the field of education, topics that read like the role of technology in doing what? Enhancing student engagement where in rural schools. So in that simple topic, we have seen what you want to examine, what you want to experiment it, technology advancement. How is it impacting? How does it affect student engagement? And the student engagement, not just anywhere, in the rural schools. So from that topic, this is a good research topic. In the area of sociology, can be gender inequality in corporate America, where analysis of glass ceiling effect. Also, in the area of political science, can think of topics that read the influence of social media. We are looking at social media, that is your interest. But social media impacted on different aspects of life. You are only interested in political campaigns. Which political campaigns, in which country, in which continent, even a particular country, for which particular period. So this now give a caveat to it, a comparative study of the 2020 and 2024 United States presidential elections. You can see in that topic, we have seen the variables that are in play, social media, impacting political campaign, which area of focus, US, which aspect, 2020 to 2024 presidential election. In the area of psychology, the effect of art therapy on patients with study, you are narrowing it down more and more. In economics, we want to look at the impact of globalization on SME, small and medium enterprises, which were Southern Asian markets. In the area of Islamic studies, that means interfaith dialogue in contemporary Islamic studies, to do what? You are interested in the aspect of that, promoting understanding and harmony, which area? Not Central Nigeria. And business admin, it can be innovative business strategies for which business alive, sustainable development, a case of Tesla Incorporation. With all this, we have seen that having a research topic that is concise, that is focused, that is relevant, that's where we said we should make sure that we coin our topic from relevant aspect of life, so that after spending so much funds, so much resources and time, our research will not be thrown into the dustbin after 2 to 3 years. You should make it current, attractive, and be willing, so that people will be willing to read your work and they'll be engaged in it. Thanks so much for listening, and thanks for giving me the opportunity. Thanks, sir. Well done.
Thank you very much, Professor Rao, for your insightful presentations. I think I like two things which you highlighted. One is that common mistakes that students made when they draft a topic, and you have highlighted good topics from different disciplines. So those are very interesting, and I hope that every one of us enriched our understanding. So now we have the second speaker. Before moving to the second speaker, let me read the regulation of the program once again. Send your questions in the following format: name, institution, country, and then intended speaker. The example is given below. Before the speaker answer questions will be read in advance by the moderator once it is displayed on the screen, and the speaker may answer afterwards. Requisites of getting the certificate: number 1, filling out the registration form in advance Number 2, following the whole program. Number 3, filling out the feedback form. Link will be shared after the program. Now, let me move to the second speaker of today's lecture series titled Choose a Research Topic. The speaker is Professor Rahmat. Let me introduce Professor. Mr. Rahmat is a professor of education in Anadolu University, Turkey, Faculty of Education. He received his bachelor's and doctoral degrees in educational technology. He received his associate professorship in the field of open and distance learning. He has 15 years of experience in Anadolu University Open Education System. He has taught postgraduate courses at Uninetino University in Italy, Juasko University in Southern Finland, Bern University in Germany. He has been a visiting researcher at Korean National Open University, Korea. He has published more than 100 articles, papers, books, and book chapters in the field of educational technology and open and distance learning. His main areas of interest are educational interface design, learning analytics, artificial intelligence in education, open science, and open educations. With that introduction, without further ado, I would like to invite Professor Rahmat to make his presentation. Thank you.
Hello, good morning from Anadolu University, from Turkey. It is really nice to be here in this organization, in this meeting. And let me share again the whole desktop. Okay. And thank you to the AAOU administration for organizing this really important meeting. So it is also nice for me to see colleagues from Anadolu University and some of my students, some of my PhD students among the participants. I think the presentation is available now on the sharing. Okay. So this critical decision, the selecting right research topic, it is very important that shapes the trajectory of our scientific endeavors and influence the future of professional achievements. A good choice of a topic, a good selection of a topic, have potential to catalyze the scientific motivation, our motivation, facilitate the access to requisite resources, and contribute to our field's body of knowledge. Selecting a good research topic will help to be successful in our research. I want to underline 8 criteria for selecting a good research to study on and to focus on maybe for years. So the first one is interest alignment. The topic should align with the researcher's professional interest and passion. This makes the process more motivating and engaging because the researcher should be engaged in the process of the research. So the research topic is very important for the researcher. The second one is originality. The selected topic should often leave ideas or approaches, but it doesn't mean that an original research topic is always a new topic. We should be careful about this difference. because most of our students and most of the new researchers have some problem with the understanding of the originality of the research topic. A research topic can be an old topic and cannot include an innovative technology, but still can be an original topic. So the originality is not limited with the new technologies or the new topics. So the important point is to find a really very well understood topic and less studied topic, a research gap in the body of knowledge in the field. So an original topic can provide a valuable contribution to the field. The third one is researchability. This is also an important criteria to selecting a good research topic. The topic must be practically researchable. It is also really important, and we have a really common problems among our students when they select a research topic. A research topic should be researchable, should be affordable by the researcher. So what does it mean for researcher? It means that the data should be available and the resources should be available. The participants should be accessible. All these important points also help us to understand and to identify our research methodology. So if a research is not researchable, then it is not easy to cope with this topic. So it is really important to focus on the researchability of the topic. The fourth one is feasibility. The research findings should be practically applicable. Okay, so applicability, the feasibility is an important criteria when you select a right research topic, especially in the applied science. This increases the impact and the value of the research. At the end of the day, the purpose of science is also to contribute to help to contribute the development of humankind, and it is at the end of the day, its purpose is to support the development of our society. So we should be careful about the feasibility of the research topic. And it is also important to be careful about the originality of the research topic. Yes, I have mentioned before that the research topic do not have to be always a new topic, but in today's world, in the today's scientific research agenda, the production of scientific papers is so fast, so it is easy to see that your study has already been published after you select your research topic. For example, PhD students select a research topic and study on and try to understand it and try to read the different body of knowledge in the field, and then just see that already a journal have published the research topic with the same name on a scientific journal. So we should be careful about the innovative and the updating topic when we select a research topic. When we continue with the other criteria, the next one is to be careful about the scientific relevance. We should be aware of the topic that it should be significant to the scientific community, not only for the humanity, for the society. It should also contribute to the field, to our research field, to our scientific field. So offering deep insight to our solutions to existing problem is also important. The sixth one is time and resource. The researcher should have enough time and resource to successfully complete project, because age research thesis, dissertation, or just article research, all are actually a project. So we should be careful when we decide a research topic in terms of our time limitation and our resource limitation. It is common to see that most of our PhD students or master degree students, when they select the thesis topic, they do not consider their time and resources. And for these students, for these new researchers, it is not easy to complete this dissertation. So we should be careful about this point. The second one, ethical standard is really important for all fields and all topics in scientific research. The topic must be adhered to the ethical standards and research ethics. This includes the protecting the participants, confidentiality, obtaining their consent when you research, when you collect the data from participants. And the final one, alignment with your career. The chosen research topic should align with research's long-term career and the academic objectives. This point is also important because your background and your future research projection should be integrated, focused, and well organized. If you are not focused on your future projection, it is not easy to cope with the research topic in your career process. Please keep in mind that, because I just see the participants, and it is easy to say that there are a lot of PhD students and colleagues. Please keep in mind that you will be dedicated to your chosen subject for a considerable amount of time, maybe years. So working on a topic that doesn't interest you can feel doubting and overwhelming, cannot be so funny when you select a topic that you really don't like to study on. It will be hard for you to continue your research. So we have also 3 strategies for effective research topic selection. The first one is understand your assignment. The effective research topic selection is critical for academic success. When choosing a topic, this point is really important. When choosing a topic, focus on its scientific value and importance to people, to society, to humanity, not on its publication potential or popularity. If you focus on the publication potential or the popularity, then it is possible to select a really unaffordable research topic, and you may face some important problems. The second strategy, research your topic. Before selecting a topic, please understand the requirements of your assignment to narrow down your choices. Thanks to Professor Raufu also underlined this point. The more narrowed down research topic, the more successful scientific research. Because if you have a really big problem, and if you have different type of variables in your research, it may not be possible to cope with all these variables. So you should narrow down, you should specify your research topic. For example, if you research the effects of cognitive load on student success and the usability, and also the disorientation, it is not feasible. It is not also an effective research, because one researcher or a research group cannot handle to conduct a research that include the whole variables related to the same topic. When you narrow down your research, then it will be more easy and it will be more possible to product a really important findings. When you expand your research, your research topic, then it means you will try to understand the whole field, and it will not be possible to focus on the details of the variables. So this point is really important. In this strategy, a clear specified understanding of the topic and also the variables is really important for researchers. The third one, brainstorm and refine. This is also an important strategy when you select a research topic. Conduct a background research on your topic to ensure its current and relevance. Okay, is current and relevant. Make sure you have a good understanding of existing body of knowledge. So we call this point actually a state-of-art topic. Should select a state-of-art topic, a topic that is a state-of-art, it is based on, created on the body of knowledge in the research field, and it is current and it is relevant, and the research gap also make you select this topic. Okay, so thank you very much for your attention. We will try to answer your question if you have.
Thank you, Professor, for the wonderful and insightful presentations. You have mainly focused on the 8 criteria that you have to take into account while choosing a topic, and also strategies for ethical research topic selections. So thank you for that. And now let us open the event for the Q&A session, discussion session. So hope the questions will be okay. Let me read the question. The question is from Yusuf, Indonesia. Thank you for your clear presentation. His question is, when doing a preliminary literature review, how to gain or collect previous research reports, academic journals, which are very relevant to my research. This question is to Professor Raufu. Professor Raufu, hope you will answer the question now.
Okay, thanks so much. It's a very good question. Just like it has been said, that literature review is very, very essential. You can't do without it. You have to start by convincing your readers there is a gap you want to fill. Without gaps to fill, without questions to answer, then what is the essence of research? So to do good literature review, it's a topic on its own. There are different methods, but summarily, you have to use good search engine. You have to know how to search, advanced searching, and the databases from your physical library, the virtual library. There are the keywords that you're supposed to use to do this search. So when you search and you have seen relevant topics related to your own topics, relevant works related to your own topics, then you have to sieve those ones again. For example, I've searched for about 100 different research work, past research works that are relevant, related to my own chosen topic. Out of these 100 research works, some of them will be much more of relevance to my own topic. And you can identify this by first going through the abstract of those work. Read through the abstract, reading through the abstract, because the abstract will show you the motivations for that research work, those scholars have done. They start with motivations, their objectives. Then the abstracts, you are going to see the method of data collection. Is it primary, panel, or just other time series data they have used? Then the methodology, the method of analysis. And in the abstract also, you will see some empirical result findings. Some findings are there and their conclusions are there. So reading those abstracts for all those 100 research works, I might have seen out of those 45 or 40 of them. I'm just giving as an example. Then I will now sit down and try to go through those works one by one, taking down points, what objective, what methodology, what analytical tools, the findings, the shortfalls, okay, the areas they didn't cover. Even with this alone, you can bring forth a publications, okay, that this method have been used, those methods have been used, the two seems correct, but I want to combine the two in my own work. So without good literature reviews, you can definitely not go forward with a good research work. So I think another time may have opportunity to do that. Thank you.
Thank you, Professor Rao. I hope you from Indonesia, you got the clarification. So let me go, if there are questions, let me go to the next question. Okay. From the question to Professor Mehmet Fairat, the question is from Jan, Pakistan. Thank you for the presentation, Professor. I recently just started my undergraduate journey this semester. I'm just a little bit baffled when it comes to creating what topic would be best for me to choosing writing academic research. You mentioned about the importance to focus on its scientific value and impact to people. But I am just wondering, in real practice, does a research have to always have a big impact to the audience or society? Would that be okay if I raise a simple topic that does not do big impact? Thank you. Professor Mehmet, it's time for you to answer. Thank you.
Thank you very much. It's a really good question. Thank you, John. And yes, it is not easy to have a balance between the impact and your patient, your background, and the impact on the society or impact on science, scientific research. So we can say that actually a good research topic is mainly at the intersection of your background, your patient, and the impact on science and the society. So the problem is most of the new researchers just think that my research topic should be impactful, should have a huge impact on society or in scientific field. But what it means, a huge impact? Huge impact do not means always to conduct a huge long-time research. A really good research, a really good scientific research is mostly simple and very well narrowed down research. So please imagine that millions of researchers around the world do scientific research just like you, and there are really a huge number of studies that repeat the same topics, the same content, as you can see on the internet, on the search engines and indexes. For example, if you search on the Google Scholar or Scopus or Web of Knowledge, you will be able to see the published the papers or the research related to your topic. So please imagine that most of the researchers are studying the same thing. Your unique role will be contribute to a specific point. This is more important than to just explain, to give all your effort to explain a huge, a really extended topic. We means that please use your limited times and resources to focus on a specific, a specified and narrowed down research topic and research variable, maybe a simple variable, or if you have a correlation research, a correlation between two variables. So it doesn't mean that a narrowed down topic is not an impactful or an important topic. Opposite to the misunderstanding, narrowing down is more important than the extended topics. So impactful, selecting impactful research topic, yes, it should contribute to the society, yes, it should contribute to the scientific field, but it should also be narrowed down and specified. I hope it will answer a really broad answer to the question.
Thank you, Professor, for the explanation. I think, Jan, you got the, I hope that you got the answer for your question. So if there are questions, let me read the question. Next one. So the first question is in the screen from Robayo Al-Adwai, Indonesia, UT Indonesia. Greetings from Bali, Indonesia. My name is Robai Al-Adbia and I am a student pursuing a master's degree in early childhood education at the Indonesia Open University. I would like to take this opportunity to thank Professor Raufu and Professor Mehmet Fairat for delivering an insightful and systematic lecture, which I have noted down for future reference. I have two questions. So he has two questions. The first one is, how can we determine if our research will be useful for society? Should we prioritize researching topics that are relevant to our environment or society, or should we focus on topics that interest us? It can be overwhelming to work on a topic that does not interest us. Thank you. I think the question is for both the speakers. So first of all, shall I welcome Professor Rauf to answer, then I can move to Professor Mehmet Miral. Thank you.
Thank you very much. It's a very good question. Just like we said that we start our research topic from a broad view, from a broad perspective. Broad perspective in the sense that you will start with what interests you. Your interest must be in your research topic, otherwise you'll not be able to go far. That is why many supervisors will ask the student, what do you want to work on? This is my field. And they will now guide the student's thoughts in line. Or at times, the supervisor may give the student some topics to choose from. So they always give that room for the student to be able to exercise their area of interest. So you start from your area of interest, either to you personally or to your immediate environment. That is the broad aspect. You now move a step forward because research has to be scientific. Being scientific does not mean it has to be done only in sciences. either in humanity, in arts, in social sciences, everything has to be scientifically done. Scientifically done in the sense that it has to follow the laid down methodology. That is why we always have the topic research methodology in education, research methodology in agricultural sciences, research methodology in every field you want to go. They follow that pattern, though with different area of specialization. So moving a step forward to make it scientific, that is where you have to read the work of experts that have done their own around your. Let me give an example from the question you asked. Maybe your interest is early childhood education. You have seen children growing up and you like to work on that particular aspect. It interests you. By the time you are now reading work on early childhood education, you will see different areas people have worked with the central theme, early childhood education. Some of them might be working in terms of the influence of mother tongue on early childhood education. Some might be working on the influence of the tribes, the culture, the locality, whether they are migrant or non-migrant, all those ones are there. Now you now be looking, okay, this is interesting, early childhood education. Why can't I now bring in the use of IT and see how it's impacted, how it influenced, how it affects early childhood education? You can see it's still in your field of interest, but by the time you read other people's work, they will not be shaping it so that it can be generalized to other words, even to people not in the field of education. That is why the word that Professor Mehmet used to be scientific comes in. It's not that you only have to be in the field of sciences, no. So that is how to be able now to generalize your work and to move from your personal interest to the general interest. And if you listen to my lecture the other time, I said whatever field of interest you have, whatever your personal interest that you have, look for what the words are looking for so that your work will be relevant for long, right from your topic. And the sustainable development goals are always there. They even use one to rank some universities. When there are many universities with different researches, they want to rank them, which of them are doing work in the current field, what the words are having problems related to. So whatever field you might come from, I mean, you might show your interest from, you will see the area you can hang it on in some of these sustainable development goals. You are making your personal interest to you, to your immediate environment, now to be globally for people to read. I think that one should be enough. Professor Mehmet?
Yeah, Professor Rahmat.
Thank you very much, Professor Raufu. I am totally agree with Professor Raufu that it is really important to have a balance between our passion and our interest and the scientific impacts. Just as a contribution, for example, think that about the current research topics in educational technology or in open distance education. Most of social science researchers focus on, or educational technology field, focus on the impact of artificial intelligence. And your background is not appropriate to research the artificial intelligence, because artificial intelligence is a field, is a topic from engineering that it is a really complicated topic, because the artificial intelligence also have different parts, different types, different fields, subfields, like generative artificial intelligence or just machine learning and deep learning, the other parts. But just the reason that this topic is popular, most of the new researchers just dive into this topic. But the output of the research will not be impactful, because your background is not appropriate to contribute to the field of artificial intelligence, or just another topic. It's just an example. So creating a balance between your interest, your background, your abilities, your resources, because each of us have limited resources. These resources are not limited with the time. It's also limited. It's also about our resources, about our laboratory, about our digital tools, our technical backgrounds, our methodological experience are all our limitations. We should be careful about our limitations about our positives and negatives. So, and then select a right topic that we can contribute for the society and for the science. So we can say that we should be careful to have a balance between our patient and our interest and impact on the science. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Professor. Okay, I think, let me move to the next question. This question is also for both of the speakers, but the name of the participant is not mentioned.
This is excuse me, this is the second question from the previous person.
Okay, suppose we want, thank you. Suppose we want to research a topic using a different method than previous research. How can we be sure that our method is useful and correct for our research? I think this question is also from the same one from Rabbi from Indonesia. Yes, Professor Raufu.
Okay, on the methodology aspect, when you choose your research topic, many a times it have to be in tune with your methodology. Though there are some topics like that, when you read past literatures, that they may use different methodologies depending on which aspects they want to use. Researches can be categorized in terms of
I think we lost connection with Professor Raufu. I think we can continue
Professor
to...
May. Yes. Yeah, Professor May.
Yeah, I think I can answer one until the Professor Raufu log in again. Selecting a research methodology and be sure that this methodology is useful and correct. In scientific research, especially about methodology, we have different criteria and principles, like the reliability and the validity of the methodology, of the tools, of research tools, data collection tools. For example, you focus on a topic that is related to a phenomenon, and you are conducting a research to collect the views of a group of people. It means that your research methodology will be more qualitative, okay? Because you want to collect the views of a group of person, and you want to focus on a phenomenon, a social phenomenon, and your methodology became phenomenology. So a qualitative research methodology. So each topic, each content, each variable have its own unique scientific role and the researchability of the variable and the methodology to measure, to understand the specified variable depends on the scientific methodology. So it is easy when you really narrow down your topic and you decide your specific variables to decide your methodology, because it depends on your research problem and on your research questions, or maybe you have an hypothesis and it will explain your methodology. So when you select a topic, when you select the variables, automatically You will be directed in the body of knowledge in the field. You will be directed to related methodology. So it is easy for a researcher, if you, at the beginning of the research, if you really specified your scientific research, then it will be easy to identify your methodology. Okay, I think Professor Raufu is online.
Thank you, Prof. Yeah.
Okay, so sorry, just to be able to conclude that, just like I said, when you read past work, for example, in terms of methodology, you may be interested in using qualitative approach, okay, whereby you just collect qualitative data. But when you read other works, you see that some approach the same topic quantitatively using quantitative approach, and both of them achieve the objectives. You may now decide as a student that I want to use a new methodology, combining both qualitative as well as a quantitative method, making it a mixed approach, mixed methodology. So doing that, it makes your work unique, taken from the qualitative side as well as the quantitative side, in line with the objectives you have. That's one. Number two, there are some underpinning theories that surround the topic you have chosen. You have to read those theories. The theories will guide you to the right methodology, the variables to be included, so that when you get to your chapter 4 or so, when you are interpreting your results and you are discussing it, you have to discuss in line with those theories, moving towards the objective, back to the topic you have chosen. So it is very, very important for you to review literatures in terms of theoretical review, empirical result, and bringing your own into it in terms of the conceptual approach, the conceptual framework. How do you conceptualize those variables of your interest? If I'm working on youth, for example, different people may define youth in the way they want, okay? And theorists will tell us, in theory, this is what youth means. From that definition, you now bring your own concept personally, based on the method you want to use, that I want to conceptualize youth to be anybody within so age, if you are using age approach, or you are using in terms of agility. Somebody may be 50 years and 60 years and still be demonstrating that youthful approach or youthful nature. So that one will influence the method you are going to use. So your methodology can come from combined or from the one that you think you want to use, but you cannot just bring in anything that you can't have evidences or to buttress from literature. Thanks.
Thank you, Professor.
Just a final, sorry,
Yeah,
moderator. Just a final contribution about this question. You will just have some courses in methodology, and the science is cumulative, and we have standards, principles, and experience that we have in the body of knowledge in the related fields. So you will learn the methodology when you conduct your research, and in your PhD education, in your master's degree education, you will get the scientific research courses. So in this process, you will learn so much thing about the research methodology. Don't be afraid when you study on methodology.
Thank you, professors. And let me go to the next question. Okay. This question for both of you professors from Wahyu, Indonesia. I'm writing the final stage of my thesis. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if the findings are something new. Do you think it is because I made mistake when choosing the research topic? The situation is like Dr. Firat's slide number 4, the caricature one. Thank you. So who is going to answer first? Yes.
Yeah, it is a really interesting point, and it is common actually. It's not only for you, Wahyu from Indonesia. It is not specific situation for you. It is common in science, yes, in scientific fields, in different fields. It doesn't mean that if you are repeating a research in a specific topic, it doesn't mean that this is not origin. because your participants may be different from the other one. Your collected data types may be different from another one, previous one. And please do not feel, feel bad about your research. Because each research have a unique case, have a unique context. So focus on your unique context when you provide your findings. If you see some publication very related to your thesis, your dissertation, so I suggest you to focus your specific, your unique context. What I mean by unique context, your data collection tools, your participants, the demographic information of your participants, the contribution to the other part of the your scientific field. So it is important to understand that science is cumulative, and it is not possible to select a never ever studied topic. It's not possible. Each topic have been studied in the field, but we should focus on the gaps, the points that have not been studied. For example, we have a variable like academic success, learning analytics, or cognitive load. Most of the researchers focus on the impact of the cognitive load, but field of the research focus on how to measure the cognitive load. You may research on measuring cognitive load. You may focus on developing a tool to measure the cognitive load. Okay, so the topic may be studied before, but it doesn't mean that your study is not original. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Professor Rao.
Yes, I have some contributions. That is why this lecture series is very important. From the beginning, just like I said, choose your topic. If your topic are well chosen, the methodology is right, the data are well collected, and in terms of analysis, you test the data you want to use. And if you are doing qualitative on the content analysis or whatever method you use, you are sure. The result you have gotten, you should be able to defend it. Number one, it should either be that it is supporting the past work, that this finding collaborate Raufu and Mehmet 2023 that says so and so is corroborating. Or you discover a new thing entirely. We are saying that the variable of interest move positively, and you discover that they move negatively. It's not fair. It means you have discovered new things, so that you now be object of reference for the coming researchers. That though Raufu and Mehmet says this, so and so say this in other direction, then those that are coming now be able to investigate, why is it this there? Why is it that there? Another research comes out of that. So whatever findings you get, either new, whether not new, so far you use the right methodology, collect the right data, well analyzed, then you should be able to interpret your result. Because part of what Professor Mehmet said the other time, for you to be objective in your finding, don't doctor it, okay? And you say, okay, because everybody are finding this, I want to see something new, whereas it's not new. That is not new, it's a research. And if it is new, don't always try to doctor it to look like what others have been saying. That you are saying something different and it is well scientifically done, you should be able to defend whatever you have gotten. So it's not fair. Report what you have discovered, buttress with what others have seen. It shows that your work is collaborating other past researchers' works. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Professor Rao. Hope there are some more questions. Yes. Okay, this question is from Putra, Indonesia. Question is to Professor Rao. I heard shocking news from a friend of mine. One of the examiner asked her to change the research topic during the thesis defense. What steps should I and perhaps all new researchers take to prevent such a scary condition from happening to us during our thesis thesis writing and defense.
It is really scary. At the defense, when you have put in a lot of resources, lot of time, and during your defense, they say, go and start again. There's problem somewhere. The likely problem area is majorly maybe you don't have the right approach of relating with your supervisors. That's a different topic on its own. How researchers should relate with their supervisors. You should be linking up with your supervisors. You should be taking, that's why we have supervisors, even co-supervisors at times. And that's why we said, for even choosing your topic, you have to expect feedbacks from experts in the field, from your senior colleagues. Those problems would have been long ago been discovered before the day you are doing the defense. So those that says go and change your research topic, they were right, because they can't be party to not well-researched thesis, because their names will be there. Like me, I can't sign such a thesis, because it will be going everywhere. So the best for you is to go back to the drawing board, go and start all over again. And you will discover at the end of the day, if you can go through those processes, you will have learned from your mistake. But prevention is always better than cure. Start early, choose the right topic, see what others have been saying, use the right methodology to be able to answer research questions and meeting your research objective. Definitely nobody will ask you to go and do the defense again if all these processes are well done. So that is my take on that.
Yeah, thank you, Professor Rao. Next question. Yeah. Question is from Zanas Hamizada, Anadolu University, Turkey. This question to both of the speakers. Greetings from Turkey. I am Zanas, a PhD student at Anadolu University. I have a question for both speakers. I'm eager to outline my research based on mixed method research. The approach I am thinking to take is convergent parallel design and gather data qualitatively and quantitatively at the same time. But the problem is that the scales and technique I use are not related. How can I fix this error on my dissertation proposal? Within bracket, qualitative side of research is questionnaire and qualitative side is in-depth interviews and semi-structured interviews. Yes, Professor.
Okay. From that last sentence, it's true there's a mistake. There should be quantitative side of research is questionnaire and qualitative side is interview. I think that is a mistake there. It is true, you know, many a times they do test students. You don't just frame questionnaires by yourself. It is better to adapt questionnaires, and you should acknowledge those you are adapting from. Adapted questionnaires, you will be well guided about this. Researchers that have done similar work qualitatively have the way they collect that questionnaire. Look into that, then add your own to it to be able to achieve your objectives or meet what your topic says. The same thing from the questionnaire, the quantitative aspect. The scaling, you know, when you are, you know, it's supposed to be the test and pre-test of your questionnaire, so that people will be able to do that for you and be able to see whether it meets the standard, what you want to measure. Are they in scale? Are they rightly being measured? Okay, are you being objective enough? Did you get the right response you are expecting from a form of those questions? That before you now go to the field and collect the information that you are going to use for your research role. So you have to do the test and pre-test something on those questionnaires. So if you have done this, definitely you can converge both together by doing the right qualitative data gathering and the right quantitative data gathering. There may be some that may overlap, and where they overlap, you should be able to see that data you will collect, can you run it in terms of quantitative data analytical approach, the analytical tools you will use. Okay, are you going to get the right approach from it? You know, when you are in the research methodology class, you will have been taught that data that looks like this, data that are nominally measured, you can only use this and so. If the dependent variable is qualitatively measured, nominally, the independent variables is also qualitatively measured, and you want to test for hypothesis, then they'll be suggesting something for you. Just like, okay, you can now use chi-squares and some of those things. When you see the chi-squares, the ANOVA, and everything in the world of quantitative techniques, they are always after the way you collect those data with your instruments and how you collect them. So there are some that you say, okay, don't let me collect this data qualitatively, let me collect it quantitatively. Or this data that I'm collecting quantitatively can also be collected qualitatively and achieve the same objective. For example, if I'm interested in the level of education, I can add the number of years spent in school. That is quantitative. And qualitatively, the same question may go in terms of ranking the level of education. Is it primary, secondary, or tertiary? That is qualitatively captured. And it is the same variable levels of education. So you can synergize between the qualitative data collection and the quantitative data collection and analyze qualitatively as well as quantitatively. But most important, like I said, see researchers' questionnaires used. You can even mail them. I've seen your work. I'm interested in this questionnaire. Can you agree me with that? So you can adapt that to suit your purpose. Thank you.
Thank you, Professor. Before I just move, I think this participant made a mistake. Within bracket, first, I think he has to say quantitative side of research is questionnaire. So there was an error. So he has mentioned in the chat box, Professor.
Okay.
Now I ask Professor Meera to, Mehimat to answer. Yes.
Thank you. I don't think that there is a problem here in this research. The only problem is a good understanding of mixed method research, especially the convergent mixed method design. I give the PhD course about mixed method research in Anadolu University. In this type of mixed method research, you collect data in the same time. It means you do a convergence between the qualitative and quantitative data. So it is basically about your research question. Your quantitative and qualitative data, your qualitative and qualitative tools should focus on collect data about the same question. Okay? For example, your question is about a variable, let's say student success. In order to measure student success by a test, okay, by a grade test, multiple selection test, okay, this is a quantitative part of the research, and you also just have intervened with students to understand their views about their own success. Okay, so the qualitative part and the quantitative part, but both parts collect the same data about the same variable. So we call this mixed method research. If you collect qualitative data for another variable and collect the quantitative data for another variable, it doesn't mean that it's a mixed method research. So I think SANAs have a problem about the survey, as I understand. The survey collects a different type of data, maybe different from the variable. So the important point, as the Professor Raufu underlined, is to adopt the survey, the items of the questions of the survey. The question should be related to your research question, related to your variable. Okay, the other data will not help you to understand, to measure the variable of the research. Okay, and if you have time, you can just visit me to explain in details at another university. Thank you.
Thank you, Professor. I think there are 10 minutes more to entertain questions. I think, host, I'm correct. So we can have 2 more questions, I guess. This question is from Claudia Dens, Philippines. I'm Claudia Dens P. Barbadillo of DMMMSU Open University System, Philippines. In the context of originality of study, is there a criteria for choosing one? there are possibilities of repeating same study, which can be unintentional for researchers, because such study may also be necessary or it is in line with research agenda of the country. Question for both of the speakers. Shall I invite Professor Rao?
Okay. Okay, yeah. In terms of originality, it is very, very important for your work to be original. Just like it's been said, your work must be original. Originality you may have the same topic with others, but the methodology might be different. Different in methodology makes your work original, though the topic sounds similar, but the methodology differs. That's why you may write the same topic, you now use quantitative approach. Maybe the other person use qualitative approach. Same topic, but methodology differs. Again, in terms of data collected, same topic, the other one use cross-sectional data, primary data. You are using secondary data. You now say, same topic between so and so years, panel approach or time series method approach. So in terms of method of data collection, your topics may be different. Number 3, the same topic, but different countries, or the same topic in the same country, but different province or state or locality. So there must just be something that will differ, makes your works different from the other person's work that have similar research topic with you. Otherwise, nobody is going to approve that with you, because they first ask questions during your pre-data seminar that Mr. Presenter or Mrs. Presenter, this topic you are bringing forth that you have chosen, in what from my work done in 2018. In that case, they want to hear from you the originality in your own work, different from Professor Mehmet's work done in 2018. If you can provide convincing answer, they will ask you to go and choose another topic or bring something anew into that. And there are many different areas that have not been touched, even on the same question till date. That is why many researchers, at the end of their thesis or their presentation, they will write area for further studies that have done this work with these limitations. Every work has its own limitation. It is that limitation you want to remove that makes the work to be original. So you may now read the area of further studies for other researchers. That one will prevent you from plagiarizing their work or for your work not to be original. So there's no unintentional there. It has to be intentional, because if it is unintentional, it implies you have done all these that have been said. You have compared your work with other works, and still you don't find any new things that your own work is bringing. That is unintentional. But there's no unintentional because they expect you to have done the needful. Thank you.
Thank you, Professor. Professor Mehmet?
Yeah, thank you very much. This question is a complicated point, actually, about the scientific research, the originality. Originality may be misunderstood from the new researchers or students. It doesn't mean that an original research is always a new research, as I mentioned in my presentation. And an original research does not mean that the variable have not been studied before. Okay? And originality does not mean that it should always impact your society, your environment. But the originality is a combination of all these aspects of the topic. Your methodology, your participants, your research question, your hypothesis, your variables, and your data collection tools, your data analyze techniques, all are a combination of the originality of your research. Okay, as I mentioned before, same research has been conducted by another research, but only qualitative data collected for understanding the variable. But in your NIV research, you collect both qualitative and also quantitative, and also you use NIV data analysis techniques to understand the same variable. This means that your research is original because your methodology is original. Your data collection tools are original, and your methodology is original for these specific topics. Okay? Please be aware that science is not limited with NIV tools, NIV techniques, NIV technologies, but a good combination, a good understanding of research gaps in the field of the scientific research. Okay, for example, I have studied the misunderstanding of technological concept among the elementary students, because most of the new students, the kids, understand the technology as a digital technology. If it is not digital, they do not categorize this technology as a technology. For example, a bridge is a technology, but they do not categorize the bridge as a technology. They just categorize the television as a technology, computer as a technology. This is a misunderstanding. You can focus on not only for the NIV topics, but you can focus on the gaps, the research gaps, which can contribute our understanding the world, our understanding of our environment, the nature. Because the purpose of science is to understand the nature, understand our world. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Professor. Are there any questions? Yeah, maybe this would be the last question due to the time constraints. From Merli UT, greetings from Bangka Belitung. My name is Merli. I'm a student in Fisheries Management at UT. I have a question for both speakers. How can we determine the topic of our research to be useful for society? And how do we know that the methods we create are in accordance with research standards? The question is for both the speakers.
Okay, if I may come in, that whether your topic is useful for the society, definitely you should start a research with the mind of solving a problem, with the mind of filling a missing gaps. That is why you should be, as research student, your mind should always be open. You have to listen to news. You have to listen to what goes around you. You have to be feeling what are the problems people are having and be taking on how to solve those problems scientifically. Okay, with that, you know for sure that this topic of your interest, you have already seen problems that it's going to solve. Number two, you now go to what people have done. Perhaps some people would have solved those problems somewhere, so that you not be duplicating efforts. Okay, maybe even right there around you, the research are there. As early as this morning, some new findings have been done, and it is there on the net. So you need to search new recent works to be able to see what is trending. What are the problems people are facing in that area of specialization, fishery management? Okay, is it in terms of production? Is it in terms of processing? Is it in terms of value addition? If people have done this one in production, in marketing, what about value addition? What about, in terms of methodology that they use to solve these problems? So you should be able to form a topic that is going to provide solution to existing problems. Number three, if some method have been found that are solving the problem in fishery management, another point you can now do is that, are those methods very efficient, technically, economically? The technical efficiency, the economic efficiency in fishery management using that particular method that have been discovered from previous research to be able to optimize management in fishery. So that will be impact analysis. You can see you are trying to do a meaningful research on that aspect. Then you now ask the question, how do we know that the methods we create are inadequate? We don't create method except you are doing pure research. Pure research is a research whereby you are bringing in new method for people to apply. Applied research is a research that you are applying the already existing method, either to buttress its usefulness or to be able to force particular area in need for other people to be able to now bring pure research to solve that one. So if you are not in pure research, you don't create. But if you want to go to pure research, you want to create, definitely you might have found some loopholes in the existing methods, and you now think you can now bring methods testable that can be used in different parts of lives regarding to that your area of specialization. So if it is applied, definitely you will know it is in accordance with research standard because other researchers have used it. And I want to send a very important point here. When you are searching for literatures and you want to be quoting authors, it's better you go to some highly rated journals, so that whatever you get from those journals are much more generally acceptable than some methodology or some method of analysis that are gotten from some other journals. That is why collaborative works like AAOU from China, from Japan, all over the world, combining efforts together, okay, to be able to bring you lecture series, to be able to show you past work that have been done. Those ones would have been peer-reviewed from specialists in that particular area. So definitely using that one will definitely be in accordance with research standards. Thank you.
Thank you, Professor. Professor Rahmat.
Yeah, thank you very much. I think we have missed a point. A good research topic selection start with understanding a research problem. You should identify a research problem. To identify a research problem, you observe your environment, your society, your own experience, and you can benefit from the previous studies, findings. For example, you read a paper that has been published in a good journal, and at the findings, at the conclusion and suggestion part of this article, you just realize that they just give suggestion for future research, and they focus on some specific problems. And you understand this problem and you benefit from this article to organize, to create, to design the research problem of your own study. Okay? So an impactful research should have a good research problem. If a study, a research, or a dissertation do not have a research problem, it means that the impacts on the society and impact in the field, in scientific fields, is not clarified. The selected topic, the selected variables are just based on the popularity or the potential to be published in a journal, or just be accepted in a specific institution. So we should be careful that we have a really good problem, a research problem. And we have a really very well specified research gap, a missed research gap in the current body of knowledge in the field. So about the methodology, I have underlined again, and I want to repeat again, we have scientific standards. When you publish your article and when you receive feedback from the reviewers and editor, you will understand that your methodology is correct or not. And when you take the feedback from your supervisor, you will understand that your methodology is correct or not. And we have different types of standards in methodologies: repeatability, the generalizability, the reliability. We have different types of the principles about the scientific research. And in this process, your methodology if your methodology and if your topic survive, it means that it is scientific and it is appropriate for scientific research. Yeah, thank you.
Okay, thank you, Professor. I think we just had the last question. If Professor Budiman allow me, I have a small question. Can I ask?
Okay, please do.
Yeah, very brief question. One of the speakers can answer because my question is, can a research topic be in a form of question? I just need it because there are two or different views. Even the journal articles, there are some research topics in a question format. I need just a brief answer. That's all.
My camera is already open, so I can answer briefly. Yes, you can use select or use a question as a topic for the research or even a paper. It's a really good strategy to use a question as a topic of your article or your paper. A good question means a good methodology and means a good understanding of the research. But your question should include the variables, the methodology, and the context of the research. What I mean by context, maybe your research is specific for a university, for a country, for a group of people. You should mention and specify these parts in your question. If your question is, what is the correlation between success and the motivation? This is not a good question because it's really broad question. Because so much correlation between these two variables. You should be specified, and your question should give information about your limitations, your context, your variables, your methodology. Okay.
Thank you, Professor. Yeah, I think with this, the question Q&A session comes to an end. So I take this opportunity to thank you to our speakers, both Professor Rauf and Professor Mehmet, for the wonderful presentations and also giving very detailed and insightful answers to the audience. We have entertained 10 questions. It's really a worth topic that we discussed today. And also, I would like to thank all the participants for your engagement. Really, it made this lecture series a very success. And also, finally, I would like to thank the organizing committee for making this event possible. And also, I would like to thank you for the committee to invite me to moderate this session. Thank you. Now, I will hand over the event to the host, Professor Budiman. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Dr. Yashodhara. Actually, there are some, I think, 4 to 5 more questions, but due to time constraint, unfortunately, we cannot display the questions to the speakers on the screen. First of all, that I would like to thank you very much to Professor Raufu, to Dr. Mehmet Firat, and also to Dr. Yashodhara, and also to the president of the AAOU, Professor Ojat Darujat. And as a token of our appreciation for your participation in the second lecture series, I would like to present a virtual e-certificate. The first one is to Professor Raufu. Once again, on behalf of the AAOU, I would like to express our deep appreciation to you. And then we hope that...
Thank you very much.
You're most welcome. And then we do hope that our communication, that you will also be able to contribute to our webinar in the next session. Thank you very much. And the second one, I would like to present the certificate of our appreciation to Professor Dr. Mehmet Firat. Thank you very much for your insightful presentation. And once again, also on behalf of the AAOU Secretariat, I would like to express our great appreciation to Professor Dr. Mehmet Firat. And then the last one, also I would like to present the certificate of appreciation to Dr. Yashodhara Katir Gamatambi. Thank you very much for leading and then directing our lecturing today.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. And then for the participants, I would like to remind you about the AAOU conference. The first one is the AAOU journal. Then I would like to highlight that now, since last year, the AAOU journal is indexed in Scopus. So please send your manuscript to the AAOU journal. You can also browse the website from the AAOU Secretariat, aou.org. Remember that for you who publish in the AAOU journal, there will be a special rate for you to attend the AAOU conference. The next one, I also would like to invite you to attend the AAOU conference next in Pakistan. The host will be the Allama Iqbal Open University. For further information, please check the AAOU website. And I would like to also remind the participants to fill out the feedback. It is requirements for you to have the certificate. The feedback will be open in the next 3 hours. Okay, once again, Professor Raufu, Professor Firat, and Dr. Yashodhara, on behalf of the AAOU, I would like to thank you very much for accepting our invitation. Your presentation is very insightful and it will be beneficial for the students. Thank you very much and see you in the next AAOU Lecture Series. Have a good day. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you, Professor Raufu.
Yeah, thank you very much. Very happy to be with you.
Yeah, we are now waiting for the iftar.
Yeah, I will join you there soon.
Okay, all right. Thank you, Dr. Raufu.
Yeah, pleased to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.